sec. Okay, Chad.
So it's finished now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Yo, that little PC is fighting for its life. Okay. Alright, the other one is good.
Really?
Yeah, we're solid. Okay, let's just wait for everyone to come around. Alrighty, Chad, do apologize for that. We will get this sorted ASAP, but I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, 3 viewers back to when we started. This is what it was like. 3 guys. Humbling experience.
Just 1 second. Okay, well.
Alrighty. What did they say, Mo?
No, when they open at 9, the country displays.
Okay, perfect. Then you can grab my phone. Alrighty, Chad, we're going to get started right now, immediately before we get into the economic calendar. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's get ready to pray here, and then we will get sorted. Miles, if you can just drop that music level for us, and then we can pray. Alrighty, there we go, Chad. Let's pray. Father, we just want to thank you for another beautiful day. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being with us this entire week. We pray that you will keep us, protect us, and guide us into this session as we end off the week strong. Father, we want to bring glory to your name. We also pray for each and every member of the chat. We pray for their businesses, their workplace, their work environment, their families, their kids, their communities. We pray for our cities, our country. Father, we pray that you will keep your hand over it, and we know that your will be done. Father, we pray this and we ask this not because we deserve it, because we don't deserve anything good, but because you are gracious and you are merciful. Every single day we can come to your throne with confidence. Father, we pray this and we ask that in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop an amen right now. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. There we go, Chad. There we go. Alrighty, let's get straight into today. Let's see what is cooking here on the economic calendar. Quite a bit of data coming out of Japan today. CPI coming out a little bit hotter than expected on the year-on-year front. CPI ex-food energy, but CPI headline coming out a little bit softer than expected. Retail sales, things are softening in Australia. I don't know, do we have any Australian guys here? Please let me know. And then Euro retail sales coming out of Germany, a little bit softer than previous, but beating consensus. Then quite a bit of German data here, so we will be monitoring that. GDP coming out of Italy. I don't know how many pizzas they have been selling on that side, but we'll see. 2 o'clock, we've got CPI coming out of the basically almost just German data here. CPCE a little bit later for the US. So I think it's going to be a nice, tasty one to end off the week. But without further ado, Chad, let's get straight into the technicals. Let's see what is happening on the charts, where we are trading, and what we can potentially expect. Alrighty, so looking at the dollar real quick here. What we can see is there's that level we spoke about yesterday. There's that minor little zone there. So we have now effectively closed back into this range. Again, we've been talking about ranges. Very, very simply put, ranges is how the markets will trade. We will just trade in and between ranges, okay? So while we hold below that level there, we will be going to this next level down here. So I am currently bearish to start off the day, but I'm now effectively bullish due to the fact we took the previous daily low. Now we are starting to push back up. So now we are in a little bit of a tough little situation here, because what do we do now? We need to monitor that 200 EMA. If we start trading back into the Asia range, I will go bearish for the previous daily low. But other than that, it is relatively chop city here this morning. So do be careful when you trade. NASDAQ on the daily. NASDAQ. Perfect, Miles. NASDAQ, false breakout there, taking previous daily high. However, I am bearish on the day, but I told the Project G members as well, I'm actually bullish now for a potential retest of that level. So, because we've took the previous daily low, but now we are starting to hold back above. So that for me is relatively bullish, all right? So there's your previous daily low. Asia has taken. So unless we start trading back below this level, I don't know why that is showing the previous daily low there. That is very, very odd. Yeah, it's showing there. Okay, that's very odd. That's something I need to look at. But that's not the previous daily low. The previous daily low is down here. So while we hold above that previous daily low, I'm going to be bullish on NASDAQ. All right. Once we start trading back below this level, I will be bearish. All right. Also looking at that point of control now, we had a nice push above. So I'm going to monitor what we do right here going into the session. And I want to see if we can potentially hold that level. Then I would be getting into some long positions for further continued upside. So right there where we are. US30 on the daily as well. Spoke to the guys. Bullish. US30 I'm definitely bullish on for the following reasons. Yesterday closing, this is actually called the Excalibur sword pattern.
Excalibur sword pattern. All right.
Many have seen it. Many have been cut by it. But few have conquered it. But Chad, very simple for me. This is a previous zone that we spoke about. It is a key level. We closed bullish yesterday. Also, just breaking it down into a little bit of a more deep dive here. Here you can see that was your previous failed breakout to the downside. We closed back inside the range. We tested it once. We tested it twice yesterday. We've got a nice wick to fill to the upside. So I'm thinking as a minimum, I'm already long in US30. As a minimum, I'm thinking we can go and retest that level. And if we are going to go bearish, we'll retest it and then actually get a nice break to the downside. Otherwise, if we start trading back below this zone right here, I'm actually going to refine it a little bit more for you guys. If we start trading below there, then things are going to go bearish. All right. Lower time frames, let's check it out. There we go. There's our point of control. So I'm currently long from here this morning. Didn't go break even. Maybe that was a mistake on my side. 52. That's fine. But here's your point of control. Asia has taken. And now we are breaking back lower. So I want to see if we can regain this level. If we can start holding back above this level, then I would expect us to continue long. And this is going to be our zone of what do I call it? The flip zone. If we start trading below here, we are aborting the long idea on US30, and we will start to look for shorts. Gold as well. Very, very interesting. We are bullish. Okay, I'm bullish on gold for the following reasons. Yesterday's daily candle taking a previous daily low, closing back inside of this range. Now effectively in this tiny little range here. So while we hold above the previous daily open here, I'm going to be bullish. All right. So this could just be a deeper pullback for us to come all the way back up there, or this could just be a support formed for today's daily candle to close something like this. Then Monday and Tuesday is going to be very, very easy for us to trade short. Looking at the lower time frames contextually, where are we trading? There's your point of control. So if you want to enter some longs now already, Miles, give me a second. I'm actually going to enter long right here.
What's on gold?
Yeah, Let me just get in here quickly. I'm gonna enter long gold right here, chat. Give me 1 sec. Alrighty. Okay, boom. Chat, I'm in longs right here on gold. Right there. Stops are going to be around about 90, and we are going to target this upper zone here for 200. Alrighty, let me just quickly set my stops here. 90, there we go. And we're going for 200. Okay, give me a sec. 200, there we go. Beautiful. Alrighty, Chad. There we go. Okay, beautiful. I just wanted to set that. So yeah, that's the idea for me. While we hold above this level here, we can now push back to this secondary point of control, which is up there, and ultimately that daily range will be ping-ponging between it. I actually set my stops there, Chad, just below that zone. I will be adding potentially, if we come dip down, hold Asia lows, I will be adding some positions, but that is the idea on gold for me. GBPUSD, let's quickly blitz through the rest and then we can wrap it up. GBPUSD, I am bearish. I'm actually bullish, but I'm bearish for one reason. We took the previous daily high and we failed to hold above it. So that's the only reason I am.
We broke another chair.
Which one?
The rose one.
What? How? Did you stand on it?
No, I don't know.
So, but now the other thing for me is I'm technically bearish, but here's the thing: daily pivot, Asia lows, so Asia highs untested. So for me, it's a tricky one. If we hold above Asia lows, this thing can go to Asia highs, but yeah, it is a tricky one with the daily highs being wicked. GJ last one for me, then I'm done, guys. GJ coming into the day, I was bearish. Only difficult thing now is, well, let me just tell you why I am bearish. Chad, let me know why would I be bearish on you, GJ. Everything is right there. Bearish engulfing, taking 2 previous daily highs, so I am bearish on this pair. You just clean all of these drawings. So now effectively we are almost at this target zone here. So for me, there's no advantage point currently on GJ because we've effectively reached our target where we would have traded to, or very close to it. So I am bearish. Let's just check the lower time frames, then I will be done with you guys. Alrighty, Asia lows taken, back into the range. There's your point of control, daily S1 holding. So I'm going to say if you can hold above this point of control here, longs do look good. Otherwise, shorts, you're trying to get the last bit out of that teeth. So, yeah, that's my outlook, Miles. Over to you, my brother.
All right. Thank you, brother, man. Let me just get this over.
I will let you know when we go break even on gold. It's currently running about 30 pips.
I like it. Very nice trade on gold. I was actually looking at that same thing. But yeah, guys, have a look quickly. What are we seeing this morning? Obviously, it is that Friday, the last Friday for this beautiful month of May. Let's see what we're looking at. I am in full agreement with Chris on those buys. They look absolutely stunning. Michaela just got another 10. Well done. Here's the thing, and what I've been speaking about the whole week. Here's the range. There's range highs. There's range low. You're rejecting that area once again. Price is struggling to break through that area. Even though you are 4-hour bearish, 30-minute bearish, the ideal will be if we are holding this level of dynamic support, price can then pop away from that area and start driving to the upside. And that is what you're currently seeing right now. You are seeing that. You've got that little mini range on that 30-minute. Here's the only thing for me, though, that there is a level right there. So what I'm personally waiting for is I'm waiting for price to start trading above that quarter pip. And once I start trading above the quarter pip, I will then go long into the resistance. And if I don't get that play, a simple rebreak of those highs, I can then long again. So as you'll see on my charts right now, all I have is current daily high, current daily low, with the idea that if we break current daily low, I'm going to go short. But as you are holding right now off of this liquidity on the left-hand side, which just happens also to be the liquidity on the daily, as you can see over there, I then want to look for these longs, and that's why I'm in agreement with Chris, because they make 100% sense. Here you have a type 2 idea, here's your retest, there's your engulfing, at the break of the highs, boom, it's entry time. But there is quarter pip on the way, so I'm rather going to wait for price to close above that, and then look for the buys. Now, pulling down to a 15-minute, because we are at this resistance point, if we do something like this and we pull back down, I will look for those longs from there as well. But if not now, and we rip and ride right to that resistance 3303, it's going to be simple longs above that level. Gold looks very nice today. Panning over to GJ. GJ is a simple one for me. I want GJ shorts this morning. If I look at the daily, price is continuously making lower lows, lower highs, but we are overall bullish on that lower time frame. So here's the thing. As we are approaching the support level now, if I look left, there's liquidity. So there's a high probability that I can also reject. But just because it's, in liquidity doesn't mean it's going to. So I need to wait for that lower time frame to set up, and then I can get involved. Panning over to the 4 hour, I absolutely love the 4 hours, little to no bottom wick. Also trading beneath the resistance. So here is the resistance. There is price breaking out. This should be the retest for price to grab liquidity and then start driving away from. However, it failed to do so and started now to trade beneath the level. Can you see this? Yes, we can. Where's the lows? There. So if we are to re-break the 4 hour flip as well as the current daily low, I'm personally going to look for shorts. I love the shorts on GJ, 100%. So the idea is at the break of the low, I look for shorts, but if this current 4 hour trades water back above 194 111, I would say, I'm going to be looking for longs as that lower time frame is bullish. I just want to double check one thing, because 30-minute actually just flipped bearish. Sorry, not 30-minute, 4 hour just flipped bearish. Did it? Yes.
Chad, sorry, man. Gold is running about 60 pips now. You can halve stops now.
Very nice.
I'm just halving stops. So remember, we're going for 200. So just halve your stops there.
Ooh, this is nice. Well done, Conan. I passed phase 1 on Vault Funder account that he won last week.
Hey.
Is it the one you won with me or on Chris's stream? I'm not sure. Let me know. Just by taking... I can't say that. I can't. Sorry, bro. See, I can't say that because it's... We don't give financial advice, but well done. I don't know how to say that, bro. Because we'll get choked for saying that.
Yeah.
But well done, my brother. Super proud of you. Super proud of you. MFX way. Well done, man. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my idea on GJ. That's my idea on gold. We've got market open in the next 5 minutes. Immediately at market open, I'm going to look for these longs on gold. And then obviously the shorts on GJ. But whichever way the ball goes, the ball goes. So I'm quite chill with that. 30-minute, I do love to see if we can actually engulf and start trading beneath LT on the left-hand side to run down to these lows. Oh, that's an awesome way to say it. I still can't say it. Never mind. Can't say that. But, Chad, that's it from my end. Just a matter of patience right now. I really like the idea that Chris took, that flip. There's the engulfing. Here's your bottom wick. Break of the high. You take the flip because the flip gives you enough room to grab that 10, because the wick alone is a good amount of pips. What is that? 23 odd pips. So by that time, you already smacked TP1 just by the wick fall. Very nice trade there, Chris.
Shut my brother.
So, yeah, on mine, I'm just going to wait. But let's just pan over to Chris's side, because he's obviously in the position that is running deep blues right now.
Chad, yo, what I'm looking at now is similar to the trade Miles took yesterday. There's your 200 EMA. There is your pre-market high. That is also our low volume node area. So what I'm expecting now is, unless, so there's two scenarios here. We are either going to pop into this zone. You're going to see a strong pop and immediately reverse. And that is going to be the failed breakout, and we can literally chop in this zone here. Or what's going to happen is you're actually going to get here to this level. It might stall even for like a 5 minute or whatever, But then what's going to happen is you're going to get a very aggressive move through this zone, and then you'll start maybe ranging here to potentially reverse or continue higher. But ultimately, I want to see what are we going to do in this zone. All right, so that is why I've just halved my stops. I still like the idea for the longs, unless something dramatic happens here. For me, this effectively again becomes some type of bigger consolidation area here. All right, so again, same as with yesterday, we are either going to punch out, come back inside, and then I'll close my position, or we're going to punch out, hold outside, there's your 200 EMA, and then actually start trading away from that 200 EMA. So that is why I want to see now with the open, what do we do? US30 on the other hand, my entry that I took earlier this morning around about 7 o'clock, entered off that point of control there. So currently stop loss is about 110 there. Target is 250. So I will be monitoring US30 as well. I'll enter some more positions if we get down here, but effectively what I'm monitoring now to get some additional positions is this daily flip. So if we can flip bullish on this day, there's our daily flip. Daily flip zone. So if we can flip bullish on the day and start holding back above this point of control, I would add a long there. Otherwise, if we fail here at this daily flip and we actually start to reject it, then I will just close this position out. All right. Okay, gold is going nice. So let's just see. Again, same as what we talked about yesterday. We've entered our position. We are now in trade management mode. Okay, so this is almost 70 pips. So we are literally just going to wait now for the open and see what's going to happen there. I think at this stage we can go break even, take the risk off. So I'm going to just go break even.
Nice. Well done.
This trade. So making this a risk-free trade for us, and we'll see where she goes. Do you have the one? Yeah, you've got the one there by you. Beautiful.
Okay, we gotta just check this. How's this close gonna be? Right, Jay, there you have it. Final London session for the week. And let's have a good one, boys. Markets are open and in motion.
There we go. Kribo's gold trades this week has been like trickers. Yeah, let's just see what's gonna happen here. Let's just see what's gonna happen there. 3,300, big number there. $3,300 is a big level. Alrighty.
Okay, boys, I'm getting ready for some gold buys in the moment. If we can flip that top and then break highs, I'm going to look for that long into 33.05. And if not, it's just going to be a patience game.
How did the 30 close? Oh, 30, nice. No top wick.
30 looks very nice. Close above the QP level.
Massive rejection from that level. Very close to break even.
If we can break those highs, we should rip and ride.
Very close to break even, Chad. That's break even for me.
Okay, and that's my sell idea chalk because it broke previous lows. So even if this thing does now re-break highs, it broke lows. So I don't like that setup anymore. So we're gonna have to wait. Gotta wait a bit here.
Chad, the only way I would consider re-entries here is the following, and we might get it, is if you look at these lows here, you can see that from a retail perspective, it looks very, very clean. So from a retail trader's perspective, when price gets here again, they're going to want to buy there. What's going to happen? It's going to pull through, might retest that level, and then I'll get long again. So something like that. If we just run up from here, that is also fine. The idea is that if we hold above this point of control here, that price can go long. All right. But for me at this stage, we took our shot there. Break even for me, I didn't take anything off. Around about 70 pips. I still think we can go to the upside. US30 also now starting to come back into the zone. So we're going to monitor this daily flip. And then from there, I will add positions very close to my entry point. NASDAQ as well. Okay, that's not the previous daily low, but NASDAQ point of control here as well. So we'll see how NASDAQ trades. I might even get involved with NASDAQ as well. But US30 currently the stronger one today on the session.
Let me just pan over to my side
Yeah.
here, boys. I just want to show you something. So what I'm noticing here is because we are at this Cupid level, this is why we are seeing liquidity kind of just grabbing on both ends. So what I want to see from this point onwards on the 15 or the 30, it doesn't really matter. Now it needs to be closed above or closed beneath the zone. Whatever happens in here, I don't care because of these two candles here. This is showing me indecision. We close beneath QP, then close above QP. So I need solid confirmation on direction now, which means that this 30-minute needs to either close above the level or beneath the level to continue its drive. Personally, I prefer above the level because then it continues to the retracement of the level of 33.10. But if it continues the bearish side, which I did explain on that 4 hour, we can then also then attack that. GJ, for me personally, I 100% do prefer the sells. So I'm literally just waiting for one of these candles, 15 or 30, to close beneath. If so, I'll then take the shorts. Obviously, if the buys come to play, I'll take them. But I love the sell idea because that 4 hours trading beneath the resistance. I love that, man. So for me, it's just going to be a matter of waiting. I actually just want to add an alert here because I'll be more focused on gold than anything else. But let's see what happens in the next 10, and then we can obviously execute from that point. But I'll never come to Friday streams with you guys. So how's everybody's week? How's everybody's week for the week? There's been 0 losses called. So technically your educational side should be up. How was everybody's week? MFX members, you guys can answer that in the Zoom as well. Michaela says she's up. Well done. MFX way, man. Brilliant.
Chad, I'm taking long here on NAS.
Wait, hold on. We're on your screen.
Yeah. So, okay, taking longs here on NAS. Stops are going to be round about, looking at 65 there. 65. There we go.
Your net, it's been good. Hey, I feel like all the MFX members are chowing, eh? This is beautiful. Well done, man. Well done. 12% up MFX way. Well done, Regan.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there's GJ also crossing out.
Alrighty. Okay, so with NAS, we're expecting a move there. So 130. That is ideally where we want to see NAS going today.
Extremely beautiful. How about yours? Same, brother. No losses, just blues all the way. Took my first trade yesterday, Big W. Well done, Lazan. CP, well done, man.
There
Well
we
done,
go.
well done.
Okay.
At Chris at Miles, you don't trade trend lines at all? No, brother, I don't. Trend lines are for Instagram influencers.
Who's asking that? I made profits of that, but a good week so far. Alrighty, Chad. So we are looking for NAS to potentially continue long from this level, this point of control. We are bullish on the day. It can flutter around here. That we're not too concerned about that. Gold, as I mentioned, the only way I can get re-involved now is something like this. I think can really be a catalyst for us to push to the upside. False little breakout, closure back inside of the range. Dollar currently looking like it wants to hold above here. So dollar also very interesting. Very interesting morning talking about these daily lows being taken and then price reversing. So same with NASDAQ taking that previous daily low and then holding back above it. I'm not saying we can't continue lower. Like I said, effectively, we are bearish. This is effectively a reversal there. But for me, I'm trading what I see here and taking that previous daily low and failing to hold below it is a sign that we can maybe come back up here. Very similar to what we did here. I think this was a week or two ago. If I just put the rest off here, you can see there was a bearish day. So what happened there? First pushed back up, retested that flat body area, and then flipped bearish. So that is what I'm expecting here today. Could happen. And the same with US30. Like I said, for me, while we hold above this zone right here, I'm going to be bullish because we closed bullish holding above this previous zone here. That is the zone that we held above. We've got a very nice top wick to fill. You can see the top wick is bigger than the bottom wick. So while we hold above this zone, effectively while we hold above the previous daily low, we can go all the way back up to go and fill this daily range. All right, so that is the idea on that. And then like I mentioned, gold, I want to see those lows being taken. So if we get that, I like it.
Right, it's really first time I like the education. Hey, TBG, welcome for the first time. Definitely hit that like button, subscribe button. Awesome stuff, man. Just realized that Friday 16 miles here made me think it's Thursday. Yo, the boys in the office needed another winner. So I had to pull through and provide with the goods. So yeah, I am. Fresh cut and all. I made profits. I got stopped out. Good week so far. Well done. As long as you're sticking to your plan, bro, that's very important. Same with Neo, man. I mean, if you don't take one trade a week and that's your plan, 100%, my man. As long as you're staying disciplined and staying within your rules criteria, 100%. You don't have to trade every day. Chris, okay, yeah, that's gonna be a long question. Hold on. Good morning, guys. Found your stream just last week. You have been an inspiration. Just retired a few weeks ago and learning to trade properly. Awesome stuff. Diwali. Awesome
Hello,
stuff.
fam. How does the payout structure work? First withdrawal after 30 days, and after that, every 2 weeks.
Lazan and Karen, 100%. You must crawl before you can walk. Let me put it like that. So 100%. Be patient with yourself, and you'll continue doing as good as you are. Guys, we got about 4 minutes. I am waiting for G to close beneath the level. Here's the thing though. I'm not entering unless we break these lows. So we can close in there 100%, but entry has to be beneath the lows. First person to tell me the correct answer as to why we need to break these lows, Chris will issue you a $5,000 Vault Funder account. Why do we need to enter beneath these lows? We can close here, but why do we need to enter beneath the lows? Okay, wait. Hold that question. I'm on the wrong screen. My bad. My bad. Oh, see, my bad.
This man doesn't want you guys to win. They don't want you to win.
Okay, so on GJ, I want to close beneath here, right? So we can get closed there, but the entry needs to be beneath these lows. Why? If you can get that right, we'll issue a $5,000 Vault Funded challenge.
I told him he's the captain now. He needs to be sharp while he's guiding the ship.
It has nothing to do with liquidity. It has nothing to do with fair value gaps. I can guarantee you that. Volume broken lows. Asia lows, no. I thought by now the chat would like catch on to the way I trade, but I don't think so, because unfortunately the MFX members are saying the right stuff here in the Zoom. So Karen Ferreira, you're the winner of today's $5,000 Vault Funded challenge. Support will issue that. I'll get that out to you today. But the thing is, for those that don't know, so quick little educational part as we wait here for a setup. Whoo, gold. Okay, gold shorts might be coming in soon. Let's see. Before I explain that whole thing to you, let me look at these shorts quickly. Closure beneath there, and I'm looking for shorts. Inverse head and shoulders. What the flying monkey? Forming an inverted. Hey, what, guys? Guys, okay. I'll explain to you exactly. It's so simple. I'll explain to you exactly after this candle close. Etty boy, what's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? Did you go for those boxing lessons yesterday?
Hey, the Owens. Owens.
It's a DJ coach pattern.
Yo, a DJ coach pattern.
1 minute. What's that? The 1 second strategy.
It's your mentor here. It's your mentor here, Chris.
I feel like this is actually.
Gold is selling. Gold is selling. This is fundamental pip load.
Yo, that was
Yo.
me and my friend Darren. That was our favorite guy.
Fundamental pip load.
Yeah, he was my favorite. Okay, guys, there's no setup at the moment to closing liquidity. Let me explain this to you quickly. So, I see support and resistance in 3 different ways. Okay. So I first see it within the structure. We call that support and resistance. Then we involve something called supply and demand within liquidity. And then lastly, we involved support and resistance within the candles itself. So each candle here, believe it or not, acts as a resistance point and a support point here. So when I see things like this happen, when we are doing stuff like this and we are trending to the downside, price is making lower lows, lower highs, I don't only look at the structure, but I also focus a lot on the candles itself. So the thing is here, if I wanted to enter, right, just say for example, hypothetically this closed beneath, I then take the trade, we tap into that level and it starts to reject. I need to ask myself, why is that? It's not doing it for the fun of it. It's doing it because these lows show us how far price has gotten to, right? But it was unable to obtain that, right? Which then gives me the idea that this acts as a support level and is almost like a barrier that it can't break through. So for me to take the positions, remember, I'm a short-term trader. I need momentum trades because I don't want to sit here for hours. If I understand that if we break the lows, right, that's showing me that at that point in time, with the data of the 50-minute or 30-minute candle, we had more conviction amongst the sellers in this point, which means that if I break those lows, I should then continue driving to the downside, as I haven't been able to do so before. So what I want to then understand from this concept is, if I take positions, I never want to take the trades with the idea that it's going to be nearby that support levels, because it can then get entered and reject. So I'm more so than rather wait for the entry to be beneath the levels. Now it's going to play a different role in different areas, but if I talk about that, we're going to sit here for longer. So it is obviously within my course itself, but what I just mentioned is, think of it from a logical point of view. That if we start breaking not only liquidity zones within the structure, but also liquidity zones within the candles, we should then start to see momentum, because it's surpassing a level that it hasn't before. More insight on that, obviously, when we dive into core stuff and stuff like that. But for me personally, that's why it's so important to focus on these candlestick anatomies, because then you have something like now. You're failing to break flat body supports, because that's a flat body support. Now starting to reject, all different thing could happen from this point, you know. So that's a little bit of a 1 cent insight. I sent the signal. Okay.
I think gold just closed H4 fair value gap. It's gonna go up. Yes, it is definitely gonna go up.
We won't be
100%. It will go, I think, 4,000 pips now from these lows. I'm selling everything I've got and I'm full now. I'm kidding. No, Chad, listen. Miles, quickly throw on my screen there.
Oh, Carl, well done, Carl. But I didn't see that, so apologies. Apologies, my man. Let me just throw over to
Chad. As I mentioned, now I can look for re-entries now. There's those lows I talked about. There is that little sweep there. So all of a sudden now, the breakout traders are stuck there, and now it's like, oh damn, I was gonna go long, now I got stopped. So all I'm looking for is, if we can get a strong candle close above here, I will take another bite at gold. US30, I added another position there. As I mentioned, I will add as we go down while we hold above this level. However, I do not suggest you do any of this, because you will lose all of your capital. And then I want to see if we can get above that point of control. And similar with NAS, I do want to see what we do here. So I'm not ignorant. I'm not trading with hope that, oh, this thing has to go up this or that. No. I've got an idea with my directional bias for the day. I'm taking my trades in line with that, but I'm also very acutely aware that if we reject here, I will sit out of the longs. I will close my longs. But while we trade within this zone, because that's where the crux of the volume is currently trading. So while we trade within this zone, I will wait and see. I am bullish. I am positioning myself bullish. But if we cannot hold above this level and regain this level, then it's very likely that we will go back to these lows. All right. So that is how I'm positioning myself for today. And let's just check gold here. Alrighty, Chad. I'm going to take one more stab at gold here. I'm going to enter some gold longs here. Okay. Shit. Where did I get entered? Gold, yeah. Shit, I got it in a little bit late, Chad. Okay, entered there. Stops are gonna be round about $10 move, or 100 hundo. Just check there. Alrighty, let's see if we can now make our move up here. Alrighty, let's see if we can make our move. How much is that? 180.
gold just closed 4-hour fair value gap, and it's gonna go up. Okay.
If this fair value gap does not pull through for us, I'm gonna be super bleak. Okay, Chad, let's see NASDAQ here coming to life. Let's just check US30. All right, daily flip. This is where I need to monitor what is going to happen here. I just need to see. That is effectively our zone that we need to monitor. Okay, gold.
Goud.
I want to check gold. Yeah, no, I like the gold longs. Alrighty, Chad. So you've got quite a few positions. We've got some trade management coming up. So let's see. NASDAQ. NAS, I'm going to be looking 21,329. 21,329. Yeah, NAS, I'm going to be monitoring this area. This is where I will start managing my trade. Let's call it TM. Trade management. We need to get through that level. If we struggle there, I will close out the trade. US30, we definitely need to get through this daily flip. All right. If we cannot get through this daily flip, I'm going to close out the trade. But I'll give it some sufficient time. And then gold, we need that 4-hour fair value gap to come through stronger. If that 4-hour fair value gap does not produce here for us, we are absolutely in trouble. Miles, what do you rate?
Fair value gaps is a bunch of nonsense, but okay, no, bro. Fair value gaps is the best thing. That's why I trade and Chris trades.
I like inverse fair value gaps.
I actually like when I line up my order block with the inverse fair value gap and line up with my SMC strategy. Have you done that before?
Have you traded it with smart money techniques and smart money divergence as a combo?
I did, yeah. I did. The nice thing is when it involves the bearish candle off that ICT liquidity.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. But sometimes I also involve the chicken soup pattern, but yeah, bro, it's...
So what you would actually see as we actually took it late is it on my screen. So effectively what we had was you broke structure lower. So the inverse fair value gap is this. This was our liquidity, Miles. You check here. This was our liquidity. I just want to show you here quickly. It's actually such an easy pattern, and you can start with like $100 and turn it into $5 million.
Bruh.
Yeah, that is
Just by doing that.
This pattern will secure your financial freedom.
But what if I line up all the wicks with trend lines in alignment with the fair value gap? Do you think
that? Yeah. So what happened here was that we had this liquidity that got swept. So if you think about it, there was your structure break. This was your confirmed break of structure. But from this liquidity high, look here. So from that high, we broke structure lower. You can agree with me. We swept the liquidity, and then look here. This is where guys will look at this fair value gap here. We just remove that. This is where guys will look to short inside of this fair value gap. But what we do is this becomes an inverse fair value gap. You check. Because now as soon as it violates, so it's almost like dolphins. The fair value gaps violate one another.
What noise does a dolphin make?
So what happens here is there's your 50% of... So once that candle closed, you actually entered there, and you've got your stop just below there, and you go for 1 to 2. And you can actually see that there is some trend line liquidity here as well. So if I had to draw this, there we've got some trend line liquidity.
No, but you see at that point, then it's going to be the C charge. That change
Oh, the
of
chalk.
character. Yeah,
The
the
chalk.
chalk. Yeah. It
So,
changes the character, like it starts becoming wild.
but you only go for a 1:2. So there, inverse fair value gap.
Damn.
We've swept the liquidity, and now we can just go higher from here.
Yeah.
Very, very easy strat. The inverse fair value gap.
I like it. I think I'm gonna start using it.
You must.
I think I have to. bro.
You have to.
I think I have to.
Inverse fair value gap.
On the real though, GJ looks quite nice off the support area.
So yeah, this is the inverse fair. Guys, I've got a waiting list. Please comment exclamation IVFG, or is it IFVG?
IFVG.
Inverse fair. Yeah. I will be doing a complete course on how I actually taught it to Michael Adelson, but he added a weird spin to it. But I will teach you the original one. You guys are joking, but people make a lot of... Yes, people are making bags with iced tea concepts.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
I'm not even going to lie to you. They are... It's better than sliced bread, bro.
I love it.
ICT concepts will definitely change your financial situation very easily. One model... Inverse fair value gaps, Porsche GT3 RS.
Miles, you should, if you want your win rate to drop to 30%. Bro, I love having a low win rate. I think we should.
Oh,
we
Miles,
should
just
get
put on
a,
your screen quick. Oh,
we should get a 30%. What's that? Okay.
No, keep it. Wait. So,
Back. We go back.
yeah. So, since I started trading, my brother, he struggled with trading. And since my brother started trading inverse fair value gaps, this is what he got himself last week. So this is a product of inverse fair value gaps. Brand new GT3 RS. He's actually going to remove that. He's going to decal it and actually put the
IFVG.
IVG.
I love it.
And then on his number plate at the back, he's actually going to put the gap closed. So he's waiting for
That's a fucking good one.
gap closed. That fair value gap.
Give me some gap cover with it.
Chad. But he said I think he's going to come around next week. Chad, this is a monster.
Not yet, Rian. Not yet. I'm leaving.
Bro, is
Golf
that...
now.
Wait, listen here. Is that like a little fin on the roof? You check that?
Yeah.
Yo,
Did you see
Chad.
the one that Matt Armstrong built?
Oh.
He took
Chad,
a GT3
this
and
is
the track version.
stunning. So I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna do a little video and say, "This is the product of inverse fair value gaps. Join our waiting list now." Alrighty, sorry, Chad.
AD.
Okay.
Shout out to the chat.
Yes, inverse fair value gaps.
Chad, here's the best FVG trade in the building. Tell them how good you are at fair value
jeez.
gaps.
You know, you get them fair value gaps, which are really good, and then you get them inverse fair value gaps, which are even better. And then you get the double fake out inverse fair value gap with the order block.
Oh shit, Plamena's
Yeah,
here. Plamena, please come back.
That's who taught me all that. She's an expert.
Wait, I completely missed Plamena. Wait, Miles, I asked you a question. Can you
What is this?
explain?
Brother,
Shit,
go on,
Chad,
go
we
on.
missed Plamena. Flip, Plamena, come back. Wait, let me see.
Miles, nah, bro, nah, not real. Those guys, they very profitable.
Miles, I'm new here. Can you tell me what a fair value gap is?
That's what I love it how people start getting feelings, bro.
With the fair value gap.
Yo, they start. Oh my God, no! Don't talk about that. Please don't talk about me and my fair value gaps.
Bro, I love
And
it.
it's always,
Plamena.
the ones that trade fair value gaps.
No, man. Brian, tell Plamena to come back. We miss her. We've lost our relevance since Plamena has been so busy.
I don't think she's ready for me, my man.
No, man, I'm not, dude. I'm joking. FX RSA. There's no right or wrong strategy, my brother. If you, I'm just taking the piss out of it because it's a very cult-like thing. People are very sensitive towards it. So, if you know me, I was in a boys' school, and if we see there's something that's touchy for you, that is just how it is. The guys are gonna pull it out till you catch feelings. That's just I'm naughty like that. So I do apologize. If you trade ICT, I still love you. If you can trade it successfully, beautiful. If you trade trend lines, I told you I've had some of the biggest months trading trend lines. If you trade inverse fair value gaps and you make money, for me at the end of the day, it's just purely trading something that works for you and for you to be successful in the markets. I don't really care what you trade. For me, it's ultimately just about your success in the market.
I think the chat can do themselves a favor. Go to YouTube and type in and look for the song "Don't Couple Feelings." Don't couple feelings, bruh.
So, Chad, it is honestly don't take it personally. I am just a naughty kid in a grown man's body. So,
The grown man.
no, but what I'm trying to show you is that I told you guys, effectively we all trade the same thing. There's just a different perspective of how we trade it. So
Nothing for me.
I love ICT, bro. ICT was one of my best students when I started mentoring. He was locked in, dude. And I always said, Michael, I know you're gonna go far in life. I just don't know how you're gonna get back. And yeah, man, it's
Wait, are you in those gold bars?
yeah,
All right.
inverse fair value.
That is of the.
This is really
right,
an inverse fair value gap.
Was there an order block for you there?
No, it could come back to the order block.
Okay.
It could, but I'm trying to target that trend line liquidity.
And the 3 white soldier pattern, you using that or no? Right.
No, that's the advanced patterns.
Oh, right.
No, FX, I think the guys know ICT guys are a little bit of a cult and they take it personally. So if you can't shake it off, if your skin is so soft that you can't take a joke, then
I don't know how you're making it through life, to be honest with you.
yeah,
People need to learn how to take jokes and just play.
If they want to come and cuck on Miles, tennis, cuck. Miles is gonna say yes, it's cuck, bro. It
Literally every day. Like, literally every day, someone will make
it
a chirp about tennis 10.
yeah, so
But I'm still the one making a lot of money. So,
Chris, I blocked
Yeah.
YouTube on Plumena's laptop. She hears you guys every day. Even she says, enjoy yourself. Hey, enjoy yourself. Hey, bro, Bonang was on a beat yesterday, my dude. I love it.
tennis cock. Yeah, 100%. Tennis so cock. Oh my gosh, bro. Tennis is the cockest thing.
Listen,
Tennis so cock. Even your cock doesn't want to cock it out.
listen, yeah, but Bonang yesterday was a classic, dude. That man was. Hey, my brother, why are you the liquidity? Yeah, Steve, bro. Hey, that Bonang is a ledge, man. Chad, we're making some very good inroads with his case. So yeah, shame. I'm gonna help him. He sits very close to my heart. I really respect him, and I'm gonna make sure that justice is served with him. So
Bro, do you know that 10 is so cuck? We've taken almost 30 trades this month and only lost 2. That's how
bro,
that's how cuck it
it's
is.
cuck. Don't trade it. Stop trading it.
With a 94% win rate.
Stop
it's
trading it,
cuck.
Miles.
Gee whiz. IGs, people can't take jokes today. They should relax and chill out. A lot of people have carrots up their wall. That's the thing, and people can't take jokes. Hulle loop met 'n wortel op hulle gaatjie.
Chad, just enjoy, man. Just enjoy.
Enjoy
Don't-
yourself.
Just enjoy yourself. Don't be so serious. Life's already too serious. If you... Alrighty, Chad, here we go. US30. We're going to have to start making some decisions here. There's the daily flip. So let's see. Can we hold this daily flip? I'm going to give it some time to develop. But if we cannot hold this daily flip and this point of control, things can get... we can become the liquidity. And when I talk about liquidity, I'm actually talking about chicken soup. We will be the liquid and the sliced chicken that goes into the soup. No, bro, I'm helping you 100%, bro. You don't even, dude. When I say I'm helping the guy, I'm directly busy with the FSCA, so you don't have to stress, my brother. Justice will be served for the man. Again, no issue with rules. I've got no issue. Prop firms need to have rules. The prop firm needs to be protected. The trader needs to be protected. But this for me just feels very unfair. Yeah. So let's leave it at that. I will keep you guys updated on the matter, but this one is a little bit personal for me. Bonang is part of the 2Gs, and yeah, we've got each other's backs.
Miles, don't you? No. No thanks. Let's Tani going like she was Tani.
Plamena loves us. She's
I know,
like
bro.
one of our biggest.
I wanna give her a naughty badge.
I love Plamena. No, Miles is not ready for her. No, bro, Plamena.
No, one thing about me, I'm probably the most easiest person to joke with because I take a joke. People in life are too serious, man. You can't be narkirach your whole life or stressed about everything in your life. Just relax.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Bro,
Plamela, why don't you go play with Brian? Go
Yo.
rub his head, go rub some Vicks or
Yo.
Vaseline on his forecoat. Go play with him a bit. I want to come play with another man. Hey, I lost my off, man. Go play with Brian.
What happened with Bonang? No, he's on his way to Harare. But yeah. Enjoy yourself. Bonang has said so many things that we can put on t-shirts, bro. It's like we've got a complete line that we're gonna release.
The best for me was
Enjoy yourself.
a video uploaded with him dancing.
Hey, bro. The man. Chad, you know what I respect about Bonang? He came here start of the year. Start of the year. Enjoy yourself. And he was not doing well financially. And we had a chat here, and we talked about a few things. And remember, Bonang has got no backup. That man is solo. He is there's no family. Bonang is his own army. And he chatted, and he was a little bit down at the start of the year, but he said like he'll get out of his situation. That I don't want to delve into personal stuff, but anyways, and the thing with him is he does what he says he's gonna do, and that's why I've got a very soft place for the man, because his history, you cannot not back the guy up. Cannot not back the guy up.
Possible GJ longs in the next 15 to 30.
What did Bonang say? No man, somebody was saying they blew their 12th account or something, and Bonang was giving like winning trades here, and it's like, hey my brother, what stream are you watching? Why are you the liquidity? Hey man, just see how Miles is not easy going. Nah, Chad, I honestly don't. Like, it's gonna take a lot to get a reaction out of me.
Me also, like I'm too chill.
I'm the troll king.
Well,
Like, I love good banter.
Miles, where does your friend start? Yeah, bro. But do you have to lift your stomach up to see what it looks like when you pee, or can you actually see it?
See the arrows are going at it. Yeah.
Because it looks to me like you must hold your stomach up to see where it is to pee.
Is Bonang the? Hey, bro, Bonang is a special human being when it comes to trading, my brother. That man is. See if that liquidity.
In GJ buys 193.725. 193.725. GG's, well done, man.
So we are all about inclusivity, and with how diverse South Africa is, we just need 2 more additional streamers, Miles. We need somebody that speaks Chinese, and we need a Indian streamer, so we can start tackling Nifty 50. Those are the only 2 cultures we still need to include, because then we can tackle the Asia session and we can tackle Nifty 50.
We need to get Callisto on here with his A+ setups. You check that, bro.
Does he speak a Chinese, or
Yeah, he's speaking.
somebody looking for a fair value gap?
Yes, yeah, him, yeah. That's the one, bro. Okay, GJ closing above but no top wick.
Is it too early for a cold beer? Hey, something wrong. Hey, my bro, I don't know. 9:45. I don't know where you are in the world. If you are somewhere in Australia or New Zealand, I don't think there's anything wrong. You must put all Bonang's sayings on the sound machine you have. I must, bro. I must. Jakes, I must. The best was still for me when he sent me that thing. When he started the streams and he got like a lot of new followers. He's like, hey, I'm growing. I'm growing. And then at the end, I've grown. Hey, bro, smoothly done. Really, Fabs, damn. 45. Let's just see. Chat, I'm going to close the gold trade here right there. I'm going to tell you guys why now. Basically, at break even, I'm already in the other positions. Gold not. Just close gold out there. Okay, chat, I'm out of that gold position. I'm going to tell you guys why now. Two things here for me. And this thing can still run. That is fine. If it runs, I'm already in other positions. The issue I've got here is one of two things. You can see how we have been trading around this point of control level. We've had a push away from that level and we came straight back. We pushed away from the level, came straight back. And then what can you see here is that the bounces, similarly, we can get another bounce up there and potentially it could reject there as well. But my issue now is we're not getting away from this level here. The idea was there after that liquidity sweep there, after we started breaking above here, for us to now drive away. But the fact that we're still sticking around this level for me is a no-go. Remember always what I say is when you enter a trade, we entered this trade almost, let's just check here, we entered on that candle. It's going to be basically 30 minutes now. And still for me that rule applies after 30 minutes. If that trade is not running smoothly, if you're not enjoying yourself, you get out of the trade. So for that reason, I'm chalking that idea. I don't necessarily want to short from here, but it's, yeah. Let's just delete this before we get any further conflict from the cult. NASDAQ and US30, this is that trade management level I spoke about. So NAS going smoothly, we're enjoying ourselves. US30 also going very smooth. Almost like a dolphin that just got pampered. Skin very soft and smooth. So very, very smooth here. So I want to see what we do at that zone. This is where things can potentially get saucy. Alright. So this is where we're going to drop down to the 1 minute and we're going to start monitoring what happens here. The trade management level. Okay. Order flow is still bullish here. We're going to give it a minute or two, maybe 3 minutes. See if we can break above, hold above the trade management level. If not, then yeah, we will be managing this trade. US30 as well at a critical zone here. We held the daily flip, but now this zone is also where things can get saucy. So let's see here. First test of that level rejected. So let's see how she plays. US30 retesting that daily flip zone. So let's see. Chris, you must be smiling with your Renogen shares. No, I saw they're getting bought out. Really, Fubs? Shit, I'm gonna look now. I can't really smile at this stage. That Renogen is still a big bag of shit I'm holding. But now that you actually mention it, let me quickly log in here. Dude, I think I'm down 87% on Renogen. I'm going to tell you now, so it's going to take It's going to take something special for me to get out of that bag that I'm holding. Let's see. Renergen. Down 58%, my brother. Renergen. Good, had a nice jump from that 19 May low. But sure. But I still need a miracle. Yes, Gareth. So the point of control could always be an area of accumulation. So your idea with the session volume profile is that you want to see price trading away from it. So in this case now, breaking back below it after rejecting that level, we are now effectively very range bound. There's no direction here. Same with NASDAQ. If you look at where your point of control is, I'm just waiting for it to load. Okay, there. So NASDAQ gave you a nice move away to the upside, but now it's coming back. So this effectively shows me that there's not enough volume. Chad, Nas, I'm closing out here at break even. I do not trade for hopium. Alright. NASDAQ, break even for me. We failed to hold above that level that I told you, trade management level. And then US30, I will also be exiting this trade for a tiny little profit with the positions I've added. Alrighty. So US30 closing as well. We'll see where we are a little bit later. There was your test to the upside on the daily flip, and now trading back below it. So there's no need for me to get myself into trouble. Gold. What is gold doing? Let's check gold on the 5. Yeah, it's still dripping around here. Chad, there's no volume. There's no direction. So please do not trade with hope. Hope is what will get you crushed. All right. Miles, anything you're looking at, my brother?
Possible GJ buys in the next 5 minutes if we can close above.
Hey.
If that doesn't come, then it's going to be a no trade day for me.
GJ buys.
Gold is not moving, so I'm going to
No, gold is.
last gold for now. GJ looks quite nice if we can close above. If we don't close above, then it's going to be a no trade day for me.
All right, let's get into the chat. Let's see what's happening. Where did you buy? Haha, no man. Oh, Brian, me, bro. Are you talking about? Yo, Brian, wait.
Renegen.
Let me tell you where I bought. I'll tell you now exactly. I'll tell you exactly where I bought those bags. Renergen. Okay, let me see what is my average price. My average price is 25 Rand, Brian. I bought at 25 Madiba rands. That's where I bought that big bags of shit. Hello, Chris. What is your risk to reward for most of your trades? 0. I don't trade with a stop loss, so you can't work out my risk to reward. Yeah, 25, Brian. 25. Thank you so much. 25. Cheers, my brother, Clyde. Love all, serve all, much love. Appreciate it, my brother. I've been Brian, but I've been adding every month quite heavily into my US portfolio. So that is at least looking decent. Tesla up about 18%, Nvidia up 14%. QQQ is basically flat. My DJI up 2.41. Dividend equity fund still down. The one from Charles Schwab. And then US total stock up 1.52, and then the S&P 500 up 2.2. So okay, let me see. Chris, I've never sent so much honesty on the stream. Zero minus commission. Chris, I've never sent so much honesty. I've never sent so much honesty. 0 minus commission. Job, I mean, I'm struggling to read that. Chris, I've never sent so much honestly on this stream. 0 minus commission. Damn, I don't know how to read that. Bought $300 of Arctic Pablo. APC coins, no. Because what's your take on GU? GU is a little bit tricky for me, brother. Like I mentioned, the reason I say GU is a little bit tricky is because the fact that I would have been bullish. Because if you think about the daily structure here, you can clearly see. Let me just remove this. You can clearly see that if we look at this on the daily, if we just pull a linear regression line here, you can see that we are trending bullish on the day. So effectively we are continuously just drifting higher, okay? But then if we look at the, basically, let's call it from April, you can see that after this move here, where I think a lot of guys would have thought this to be a trend reversal after taking these highs, we actually continued back to the highs. Okay, so now there was your impulse leg, then you had your correction, your multi-week correction, and then you had another impulse leg. And this effectively could be another corrective pattern that we're going into. But then if I dive a little bit deeper into it, this was the yearly high that got broken basically a week and a half ago. So now you've got this major range, which I would consider this entire daily section to be a range. We had a nice break of structures, so we can confirm that price is bullish. We are breaking highs, we are continuing higher. Yesterday was the retest of that level, and what I like is the fact that we broke into the zone, got a lot of guys potentially bearish on it, and then closed back outside of it. But my only issue that I do not like is that when I got to the charts early this morning, we already took the previous daily high. And that I don't like, because effectively, if you look at your daily candles also tell a story. And your daily wicks also tell a story. So from these highs, I think we can all agree that effectively the daily, from a daily point of view, what would you say is the structure here? If I just do these little dots for you on the daily candles, what can we see here? Just looking at those candles now, what would you say, that is bullish or bearish? Is this bullish or bearish, Miles? If you look at the candle wicks,
Can't see.
can you not see?
Wait, say that? Say again? Oh shit, why did I do that? No. Say again?
From these candles, is this bullish or bearish? Bearish, all right, chat. So we can clearly see that this is a pullback. And now, ideally, for me to have been bullish today, I would have loved for price to not have a top wick and for us to trade lower, and then for us to target that previous daily high, because then we trade towards that level. So that is the only reason I say GU for me is a little bit sticky today. I would even wait today out if you are a GU trader to see whether this support is confirmed, because I always say I need 2 daily candles to confirm a support. So have an early week, wait for this daily candle to either close bullish here, then we know that is a confirmed support, or either wait for this daily candle to actually break back in, because then effectively this then becomes the failed breakout. So that is the way I'm seeing it. And then from a lower time frame perspective, if we look at it from a lower time frame perspective, we've taken Asia lows now, we traded back into the range. So if we can start trading above these levels here, I definitely think you can still go bullish 100%, but you would need to get through this zone. But at this stage, I almost want to say it's going to be better just sitting on your hands. Gold for me at this stage, not liking it at all. US30 obviously now running up again, but for me at that stage, I'm happy the way that I managed to trade. I did mention to you guys I am bullish on the day. I did mention if we hold above here, we can continue bullish. So that was my idea. I was never going to sell into this. NASDAQ, same thing here, running to the upside. But again, while we are trading there and we're rejecting levels, I do not know what's going to happen. And I do not want to turn a good week into a bad week. So you manage your risk the way you see the markets. Okay, but I'm still effectively bullish on NASDAQ. Only thing for me is there's not enough volume to carry these trades through. Dollar rejecting that level. Bitcoin just got everyone bullish again. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin is bearish. Better coins. Was this not the all-time high again? Ooh, how many guys do you think got trapped here? Chat again, just coming back to ranges. Let me just show you guys this, and this is why I say trading is relatively simple if you understand ranges. This is Bitcoin. That was, I believe, is that the all-time highs, Miles? Holy shit, did Bitcoin break all-time highs
Yeah,
again?
it did.
Okay. So just from a price action point of view, that is that is a range high. That is effectively in 2020, basically 2024, start of 2025, where we formed a range high. Then we proceeded to break out of that range, and now we failed to hold outside of it. So now we've broken back into this range. So now this is where it gets a little bit sticky, because we can effectively now trade back to the support level here, unless we start trading back above. So this, for me, I'm going to say is a trap. I'm going to say, guys got clapped. I don't know about you, Miles. This is where everyone was like, Bitcoin to the moon, half a million.
Half a million. Half a million.
XRP. Bruh, I feel like I'm missing out on this crypto thing. I feel like I should get some crypto. Crypto is also a different beast on its own. XRP. Yeah.
Cheers, Paige. Have a lack on, bro. I just want to see how GJ closes in the next 7 minutes.
Bro, how do we get the Lambos if we start trading crypto?
Fair value.
Does that? Oh, sure. You had to go there. You had to upset the cult. US30, you son of a gun. There she goes. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Inverse point of control into an external volume node. Chase. Beautiful, beautiful. I trade the POC strat, Miles.
The
POC.
POC.
Yeah. Bro, Naz was like, Chris, gotta keep you humble, dude. Just get off the bus. Chris, get off the bus so we can move. It's like, okay, I'm getting off. Literally, when I got off, it's like, okay, we're ready. Let's go, guys. Let's go. He's off the bus, and I'm running here behind. No, wait for me. Oh. Nah, Chad. I'm honestly, I'm past the stage of FOMO. So I had my idea, and sometimes my idea is gonna work. Sometimes it's not gonna work. But I stick to the decision I make. The sneaky puff at a G-Man. Where's G-Man? Congo. US30 gonna sell. Hey, Congo. I guess it will sell, but just not now. For now, it's buying. Congo, I think if it's gonna sell, it could sell somewhere there, but not here, my brother. I see WS30 shorting high again. What is that? WS. Am I not missing anything there, T? Like I told you, I know a guy that made, literally during the COVID era, not a lot of money, Chad. I think he had like 250k in his crypto wallet. And there was a guy that was called Chris Crypto or something like that. That guy was an absolute monster in the crypto market. And he took those funds, if I'm not mistaken, and legitimately, this is not a story of like, I know a guy, I saw it with my own eyes. Literally, he logged into his Binance terminal. And I think it took it up to like 8.5 mil, if I'm not mistaken. Trading these little altcoins and super coins and I don't know what coins but yeah, ridiculous. Then I had FOMO, not gonna lie. Chris, what's your take on ZAR getting international payment coming in soon? Gav, let's have a look for you. Let's see what USDZAR is doing. Alrighty. USDZAR, Gav, looking on the weekly time frame and looking at the yearly perspective. Yearly pivot, we were consolidating there. We failed to break through it. I actually do a newsletter for a treasury company every week. So this is what I'm looking at. Effectively, yearly pivot, we faked out. That was your liquidity sweep there. We failed to hold above it, and we are currently in a bearish market structure. All right, that was your multi-week consolidation there. We've broken outside of that range, and effectively we are coming back to this 200 EMA on the weekly. Okay, same with what we've had all along with ZAR. It will push away, and at some stage it will just want to come back to that 200. Even if it takes weeks, months, years, it will always come back to that 200 to go and retest it. So for me, in 2024 September, I mentioned that we are going to start going bullish from there, which we did. But now again, we're going to go and retest that level. But we are sitting at quite a critical little area. What I also mentioned in my newsletter was that we are sitting at a potential demand zone, because if I turn everything off, just looking at pure price structure, you can see that we had multi-week consolidations at this zone. All right, multi-week. These clusters are 4 weeks at a time, so it's basically a month. So that's 4 months worth of price action around that zone. So again, what I mentioned is that overall we are bearish, but we are now at a zone where we can potentially do something similar like this. We can basically trade here for a month before we break lower, or effectively we're going to hold support and go higher. So that is the outlook for you, my brother. Drop a like if you liked it. 87 likes, chat. Please, can I ask you guys a massive favor? Hit the like button if you would be so kind. That is the only currency we can get paid in here, unfortunately. Likes and Plamena's kind words every single day. Plamena just blesses us with kindness, and a kindness radiates through the chat. Almost like that first morning sun when it breaks through the clouds. Perfect. Oh, it could range, my brother. If USD breaks, I'm selling full margin. Yeah, US30 at this stage is not breaking anything. It's just breaking hearts. Yeah, US30 is a little bit chop. Starting to trade away from the POC. Don't get shocked. Same with NAS. Trading away quite nicely now. Aha, I need earplugs. Plamena's beautiful comments warms me up, almost like the color of her hair. It's just hot and radiant. Hot, hot. Fiery redhead. Not US30. Talking about gold. I think the first time I'm gonna meet Plamena, she's gonna first swear at us, and then we're gonna have a nice glass of wine. Oh shit! Look at this trend line, Chad. What did I say? Yeah. Oh shit! Look at that, Miles. Trend lines, my bro. Trend lines. Yeah, but this is the sneaky puff adder formation, yeah. This is actually, Miles, this is called the hanging puff adder formation. So this is the head of the puff adder, and it's actually hanging out of a tree. So that is the tree trunk there. And now it's just like, think of it, it's holding onto that branch, and now it's hanging here with its head here.
Oh.
So this is called the hanging puff adder, not the sneaky puff adder. And the big question is, where do we go from here? What do you think the hanging puff adder formation is going to do? That's the big question. How do you position yourself for when it's going to strike? That's my question to you guys, is how do you position yourself for the strike? Let's see on the 15 minute, we can maybe figure out, oh no, this is a dangerous puff adder. Oh, even more dangerous. No, I don't know what it's going to do. Oh no. Mm-mm. Chad, it's definitely going to make a move from here. That is, I can guarantee you that, because effectively what's happening here is, look at this. It's taking highs and it's taking lows. So it's basically squeezing now. It's contracting, price is contracting, and it's going to give a pop either way. So let's actually check the volume quickly here for us. Yeah, I can even see on the volume delta here, Chad. Look at that. Oh, flip sakes, come on. Oh, you can even see on the volume delta. Yo. See how the volume is just dropping. Maybe we take a trade, yeah. Wait, let me get the cumulative volume delta, yeah. Okay. Okay, Chad. This is a little indicator we also developed, putting a 200 EMA on the volume delta. So working on quite a few things in the back end. Chad, let's see what gold is gonna do here. If we can get a strong break here on the volume delta, I'll maybe give it one more bash here, just for the Chad.
Okay.
Jy bly ver weg van hom. So the volume delta, if you think about it, the word delta means change. So effectively, the volume delta is just the net change of buyers minus sellers. So if you've got a positive volume delta, it means that there's more buyers in the market than sellers. And if you've got a negative delta, you've got more sellers than buyers in the market. So it is very, very simple. I hope that makes sense, my brother. Can we get that aircon on, or do we like the heat? Of hou ons maar net van die hitte, julle. Wil ons bietjie sweterig wees, Miles. Gaan ons bietjie sweet. Okay, this is our personal one, but let's get the actual cumulative volume delta on here. Let's get the actual volume delta on here. Alrighty, Chad. Miles, I'm waiting here. I think we could get a trend line liquidity break here. I'm just waiting for the delta to confirm for us.
Okay. Alright.
So Chad, get ready on gold. We might strike here. US30 shitting the bed. Coming back to that daily flip. NASDAQ still holding that level. But gold, Chad. Gold might still pay us today. I promise this will be the last one, Miles. I actually feel like a machine gunner today.
Man,
I took 4 trades. Miles, what is your take on gold? Ryan asking there.
To be honest with you,
quick.
I'm avoiding gold. So for me personally, I don't like this range. This range so close to the quarter pip, I don't like it. So I'll only buy above the level or short beneath the level. I'm not interested in gold here. It's too choppy, low volume. I'll rather let it get away from the quarter pip, and then I'll get myself involved. I don't want to sit in sideways markets. So that's that. And then on GJ, currently looking for some longs as we re-break the highs. If we fail to do so and price closes back beneath, I'll then short price down. Okay, but at the moment, personally, with the team, I have buy stops over there. So if we now flip this 30 back bullish, I will then look for longs. I'll also do type 5s as the 30-minute is bullish. So that's that on GJ. Unless we close beneath, then I'll go short for type 3. Right. But straightforward. And then obviously if I personally don't get a setup in the next 6 minutes, that's me for stream. Then I'm just going to call it a day, no trades. As simple as that. 5 minutes here. I don't think so, because at that point you'll have volume after it breaks those areas. So I don't think so. Miles, you trade 10 pips. Click on the journal and see the pip counts. So Cam, just go ahead. There is the link there. Click on that journal. You'll see what we've been doing. Yeah, 100% neo shot. Bro, I've been doing this for over 8 years. I'm dead to these. Like, I don't feel anything. So I know if it doesn't meet my criteria or my routine, I don't even bother. %, Rian. I've got quite the feeling that we're going to close beneath you on gold and then shorts will come to play. Yeah, so for me at the moment, I'm just going to remove those buy stops. So I'll wait for the next 4 minutes and see how we close on the 30. You are also approaching your 4-hour close. No stress, Cam. You can have a look, see there. Miles, why aren't you at Ifmas? Because I am here.
We're holding our own FMAS here with
Yeah.
you guys every single day. Whoa, that sneaky puff at a. Miles, let's buy gold. Chad, I'm executing right now
You go.
on gold.
You go.
Miles, we're going for it, bro. I want the chat to hear this. You think it's the wrong move,
Personally, I don't like gold in the range. That's why I'm not taking it.
Chad?
The man's in gold.
I just long gold right there. Please do not do what we do here. You will get brutalized like a Nana's chicken, and then
Yo, that would be great right now.
alrighty, there we go. Okay, reason I'm going for this, and this is the last position that I'll take today. We are condensing, and when I say condensing, we're squeezing here. We are going to get a breakout. The breakout can go either way here. The reason why I'm positioning myself long, again, like I told you guys on the daily, I am bullish on the day. So for that reason, I'm going to let the higher time frame dictate my bias. We are at Asia lows. We've swept Asia lows. We are at the daily pivot. However, we do have some roadblocks to get through, but that is how I'm positioning myself for the last trade this morning. I'm just setting my stop losses. I'm not adding positions if you hear a click now. And I'm just setting my TP as well. All right. There we go. Okay, last one. Let's see the hanging puff adder, what it will do. Only one position. Here we go. Let's see if the sneaky puff adder will. See if the sneaky puff adder can produce now for us. Don't disappoint us now. Chris, I'm in a buy. Hey, beautiful, my brother. Greg T, BE on gold. Alrighty. Chris, I'm in a buy on gold since 32. Cam, did you take the inverse fair value gap? Oh, did you take, where was that inverse fair value gap? Yeah, wait, there. Yes. I'm in the buy since the fake out. Okay, nice. Yeah, if you took the inverse fair value gap, yeah, it was there. But I think the correct way the guys traded, okay, yeah, it's not a 1-to-1 yet. I think 1-to-1 they go break even and then they target the. Yeah, I haven't really looked into the inverse fair value gaps as much.
Okay, from my side, boys, that is closure on GJ, not the way I wanted to close. So for me today, on this beautiful Friday,
Let's put it on your screen.
da. Yeah, so as you can see, price is closing within that liquidity area there. So for me today, I'm not going to be looking at the shorts, but if this candle does decide now to drive and break highs, I will go long. But if it doesn't do so, then it's just going to be a day called for me, and I won't be taking any positions. Okay. So currently at the moment now, looking to see if we can break highs. If we can, I will long. But if this current candle that's open breaks the previous lows and goes down, no trade day for me. Okay.
I don't know if Flamena is still on here. I think she can give us some more clarity on it. But the inverse fair value gap, the way that I understand it, are you going to take position now, Miles?
No.
Okay, quickly throw them on my screen. The way that I understand the inverse fair value gap is that usually it happens somewhere close to the end of a range. So let's say you've been continuously trading down, and then for the guys that trade the fair value gap, so you get your normal fair value gaps, which will sit, say, in between these levels. There'll be normal fair value gaps, okay? And now what happens is it's almost like with the supply and demand, guys. It's almost like a supply and demand flip. So now what you're looking for is you don't actually want to wait for, let's say, I don't know what they call it exactly. I think it's the chalk. So you don't want to wait for this to actually happen. You actually want to get it basically before you expect it to start breaking the bearish order flow. So for that reason, there's usually some type of session low, similar to what we had here. Some type of session low that looks like a support or liquidity pool or whatever they call it. And then what happens is once you violate or break through that fair value gap, it becomes an inverse and you take it straight off the rip. Because then your expectation is that it's actually going to now start trending to the upside. So some would take this, and then other guys would wait for the change of character, wait for a normal fair value gap. So I think in a lot of words, you could take the one would take the trade earlier, the second guy will take it a little bit later, but maybe, yeah. Anyone here that trades the inverse fair value gaps? And again, Chad, if it works for you, you don't have to change it. There's so many things that can work for you. You just do what works.
Rian, personally, I wouldn't have taken that trade. Because it could have been turning the different way very quickly. The second side, though, like this side, yeah, this is fine. But I don't like the whole setup there. This is nice, break, engulfing, yeah, that's nice, but not that one.
What's that?
No, just a earlier gold setup. So I would have waited.
Brian's missus is a ICT cult member. So he knows the inner workings of the cult. So he is very well acquainted with the cult. Chad, there's so many strategies that you can use to make money. You can literally just trade daily reversals, looking at previous daily highs and lows. You can just trade daily flips. Wait for your daily flip to happen. Choose your buys for the day. Use your daily open level as a support and resistance level. You can use moving averages. You can use the 200 EMA. You can use VWAP. Take trades off VWAP for it to either trade away from VWAP or trade back to VWAP. You can trade $5 grids, which I've shared with you guys on gold. You can literally only change that. TP for gold is going to be 33.14, my brother, up there. you can trade simple breakout patterns. You can trade only a type 5 that Miles teaches, because the type 5 usually comes with a lot of volume. So you can literally just trade the type 5 and you'll make money, Miles, because I think the type 5 has got a very high win rate as well.
Very high, yeah. Very good, very good.
So instead of you trying to trade everything, take for instance a type 5 that Miles trades, and let's say you only get 4 a month, but the win rate's 90%, then you can make money on it. I love the $5 grids, honest. Any beginner? Yeah, there we go, Brian. Brian, did you learn about the $5 grids here, or did you know about it beforehand? Or did you see it when I posted it here? Because I think a lot of guys never even looked at gold in the $5 grids. Brian, but why would you say unfortunately I learned it? Yeah. No, man. Unfortunately, I learned. Yeah, Chad. Someone held a hypothetical gun to my head. Hey, man. No, Chad. There's so many different ways to catch a bag in the markets. You can even make money with trend lines. I'm not even kidding with you. I'm not even gonna hate on a trend line trader, because Jean-Pierre will tell you, JP Malgas, if I had to phone him now and I'm gonna ask him about the trend line days, he will tell you. So I'm not even gonna. If you want to use trend lines, you can use them. The trend line strat, we did 360% in 2.5 months with the maximum drawdown of 2.5%. And again, I'm not trying to sell anyone on trend lines. I'm just saying we were on some different trend line stuff. Not your standard trend lines. There was the one trading strat which we called the prophetic trend lines. But yeah, we were trend line before at one stage. Where can I learn about $5 grids? Jacobus, what you're going to have to do, my brother, it's going to take some mental strength and fortitude. But what you're going to have to do, it's going to be a little bit of work for you. But you're going to have to, unfortunately, clear your chart of everything that you've got on there currently. Clean it up. And then what you're going to do is, here on the top section here, there's a horizontal line. And you're going to pop it as close to a round number as you can. So 3290. You're going to pop it there. Then you're going to click on it. You're going to hold Control in. You're going to click on the line again. And you're going to copy it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do this every $5 on gold. Up until you get a grid. Up until your entire screen is just these $5 gaps. So that there is $5. Okay. So you're going to do that for your entire screen. You can change the line thickness a little bit, make it thinner, clean it up so it doesn't bother you. So let's do a quick hypothetical scenario here for you. Let's get a few grids on here. And then what you can also do is, Jacobus, to actually just add a little bit of flavor to it, is your big round numbers. You can actually make it like a different color, because these are the big boys. All right, these are big levels. And then your quarter pip levels, as Miles calls them, so 3300, 3325, 3350, those are going to be your big incremental numbers. So the idea is very simple here, Jacobus. What you can also do is, but you don't want to clutter your chart, is you can have mid-range. So it could get busy here. Let's just make it nice and thin here. So you can have like nice little mid-range levels as well. So basically half of the ranges. Because effectively, let's say your idea is that you are buying from 300. You would want to see price get through that half round, because that half round number could also act as a potential resistance to come down. But then you'll see, if you go and backtest it, that gold just usually moves in these $5 grids. That's all gold will do. Sometimes it overshoots a little bit, sometimes it undershoots, but for the most part, gold would move in and between these $5 grids. Okay. So now at least you've got some type of a boundary that you can play within. Alright, so my idea always with the grids is that I've taken it this way. I want to get my trade as close as possible to the $5 grid level, and I take that half that I showed you. So this is the theory. I take that half. Let me just change this color. I don't think you guys will be able to see that. There we go. So this is my theory. Again, please do not, what I say now, after I've said it, please forget it. Don't even come back to it. So my theory is this. If I take a trade there, let's say I take a trade here, I will have my stop literally just below that 50% of the grid. Why? Because I've seen with my back testing, for the most part, is that if I take it, say, from 32.95 and it comes all the way back down here, it's very likely that this is actually the rejection and it will go to this $5 grid. So sometimes it can come back to this 50, test the 50 and then bounce. But that is why, for the most part, my stops when I trade the $5 grid would be anywhere between 35. Sometimes you get it nice and tight. It will be 30. Sometimes it will be 47. Or you can even have it, I think Brian trades a 1-to-1. So you'll have it at 5 and it'll go for the 5. So that is very simply put the $5 grids. Use it, don't use it. But yeah, that's...
Okay, so from my side, guys, that GJ, I'm not going to take. I'm going to leave that, so it's going to be a no trade
Let's just
day.
put it on your screen.
I keep forgetting. So yeah, GJ15 closed once again in liquidity. 100% it can still ride, which will mean it'll be a type 5 on the 30 over here. So for me personally, I'm not going to take a trade today. I think I'm going to call it there for me. Unless we do break those highs, then I will get involved. But as we stand right now, it's a no trade day for me.
Hey, Brian. Yo, Chad, I think we're going to wrap up here. I'm currently long on gold.
Let me just...
I'm currently long on gold for the following reason. Let me just get these lines off here. Jacobus, sorry, man. Thank you, Chris. You had it. Buy more for like, okay, awesome, man. Chad, yeah, that's the grids for some of the guys that want to maybe go and back test it. Maybe we'll get Brian on one day. He is a grid specialist, all right? He's a certified grid specialist. They've actually flown him into Europe because they said their grids in Europe are all messed up. So he's actually going to assist them there. But nonetheless, I am currently in longs on gold. Went slightly lower risk in that first position, just purely because I am almost, I want to say, gambling on this trade. Let me just get my exact position here. Or not gambling, let's call it an anticipation. Took it there. Stop is 32.8862, 32.8862. There's my stop. Trading this, took this trade on the idea that we are going to go bullish on the day. And I almost want to preempt the move a little bit. So that's why I'm saying that the gambling part for me is that. There's our target, 33.14. Yes, wait, why did I have it at 16? Give me 1 second. There's the target. Okay, there we go. So that is the idea. We preempting the move. We're seeing this compression happening here. And again, this thing can plow down, but while we are holding above that point of control, while the volume delta is above zero, the volume delta is currently positive. I'm happy to hold this trade. I might hold it even to this afternoon, unless I see something here. But for me, that is what I'm looking at. But Chad, that is the session. I think if you closed gold out this morning when we were sitting at 70 pips, you had a good day. For me, it is a break-even morning. So it's not a good day yet, but either way, it will be a good day. Miles, thank you so much, my brother.
Let's go full screen over there. So yeah, guys, on my end, no trade for me today. Nothing that I really wanted that set up exactly the way I wanted. So no trade for me today, but once again, a blessed week. We are up quite heavily. I think today is going to be the last
For the month, yeah.
for the month. So
Could be weird though. That's why month end flows. I never even thought about that. So it could be tricky, Chad.
yeah, so ending the month on a very, very high note. Do check the journal, see what we've done for the month. Only 2 losses with over almost 30 wins in a row. Check it out. It's been nuts. So check it out. But other than that, guys,
Winning
shot
team.
for the month.
Is it winning team,
That's
Quickies?
the one. That's the one. That's the one. So shot for the month, shot for the week. I'll see you guys all on Monday.
Peace and love, baby.
Cheers, boys. We out.
Cheers.